The Goodluck Jonathan 2027 Bombshell. Wow. So he's back. A fraction of the PDP just ratified Goodluck Jonathan as their sole 2027 candidate, and it has thrown Peter Obi's NDC plans into absolute chaos. That's what they're claiming. The political calculations for 2027 were entirely rewritten over the weekend. In a special national convention held in Abuja on Saturday, a powerful faction of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) led by Kabiru Turaki officially ratified former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan as their sole presidential flag bearer for the 2027 election. This move is an absolute political earthquake. It instantly threatens the momentum of the newly formed Nigeria Democratic Congress (NDC), where Peter Obi, Rabiu Kwankwaso, and recent high-profile defectors like Ovie Omoagege are trying to build a third force, while constitutional lawyers are already screaming about term limits under Section 137. The streets are asking if the Amici and Legacy PDP factor will unite behind GEJ. So here's the question that I have for you on this one, sir. Jonathan hasn't even publicly accepted the ticket yet. By the way, Jonathan is our former president of Nigeria. But they're saying Abuja is already vibrating. So is Goodluck Jonathan come back a genuine master stroke to challenge Tinubu, or is the PDP just setting a legal trap that will fracture the opposition permanently? The sharp edge is yours.
Thank you very much. This excitement that everybody is talking about concerning the proxy affirmation of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is something that really also, that is giving me some tickles there as well. However, I would be tickled more by the possible strong showing of individuals like Omoyele Sowore and the other underdogs, like the only woman presidential hopeful that had been adopted by one political party there now. Such things should create some level of buzz within the system instead of just applauding Peter Obi, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. These are known individuals, rehabilitated, recycled, and would want to continue to hold the system by the jugular, like recurrent decimals. So, would would this really be some set piece? A trap for the electoral system because of the refusal of PDP big shots to reconcile between themselves and within the political party. I do not think this is. I don't know if PDP should be seen as should be dismissed with a mere wave of the end as a party that is not capable of redeeming itself. I do not think we should give up on the possibility, on the hope of resurrection for such a political party. However, Mr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan himself has not even spoken on whether he is going to be in the race, on whether he has accepted, excuse me, on whether he has accepted to run or not. So this permutation that, this could whittle down the hopes of individuals like Mr. Peter Obi, the hope of getting something done by Nigerian Democratic Congress, NDC, and possibly the prospect for any other person on the ticket. Yes. What I'm able to postulate from this is the fact that more than ever before, it looks like the chance of Mr. Atiku Abubakar is becoming brighter. And it looks like if the government of the day is not going to bank on an easy ride through the power of incumbency, the fact that they are the ones running the show now, if that is not what they are banking on, they should now begin to look at it that, okay, the President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the sitting president, may not have that, what you would call command lead with the votes coming from the southern part of Nigeria. So the battleground, as things were, will be the north. And yes, Rabiu Kwankwaso, having taken charge in Kano State, and that in itself is contestable. You have the sitting governor who was his protege. You have other individuals that used to be with him who are no longer with him. And you have his anointed and preferred choice for the governorship of the state. But one man does not make, or let me say, a tree does not make a forest. And Rabbi Kwakwaso alone cannot say, oh, where he goes would, is where the entire people of Kano State will go. And elsewhere, we cannot also say that, with the influence of the vice president in a state like Borno, the Atiku would be able to have some grip, some firm grip of the political destiny of the Northeast. So this can be anybody's game, but I am focused more on what people like Omoyele Sowore will be able to do, what the only female presidential candidate there will be able to do. But you know the way it goes in Nigeria. In the days of Dr. Sarah Jibril, whether in SDP, later in a PDP, the apathy towards women presidential candidates, hopefuls, is always appalling, if not dismal, in Nigeria. So if any female presidential candidate makes a strong showing, like the candidate of the Nigeria Rescue Party, that would really be a miracle. But to focus on what the big shots, like Jonathan Ebele, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, the former president, would do, because he has not told anybody, he has not come out openly to say, oh, I accept this proclamation. And so it is anybody's game now. But I expect a strong contestation, not just between Atiku Abubakar and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I also hope that the skeptics will be put to shame this time around, that Peter Obi is not just a small fry when it comes to he has proven himself severally, whether as a governorship candidate that was robbed, who later got his mandate back, and then when nobody expected him to make any serious showing in 2023, you saw him making well over 6 million votes. So it is anybody's game at this point, Ola. And let us hope that people who could not even guarantee successful internal party democracy would be able to give Nigeria something to hope for. But before we
are you saying that we have good options and we have no more excuses? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, certainly. But I would focus on more. My focus would be more on individuals like the underdogs, like Omoyele Sowore, the candidate, the woman candidate for Nigerian Rescue Party, and all of them there.
But Chief, if we can't even remember their name, there's no chance. They have no chance.
This is not about me.
Okay.
Although I have the Nigeria's voters card, but I may not be in Nigeria at that time. As a Nigerian American.
Sorry, sir. But it's a testament. The fact that you couldn't remember her name is a testament to what an average Nigerian.
No, this is not about me. Trust the average Nigerian political junkie. They would know her name. What I'm saying here is that my attention will be more on such underdogs, how they will perform and how entrenched the system that we think has been jaded so far, how we think that system can be redeemed. That will be what I'll be watching out for. As a journalist, I watch out for the unusual. What could change the flow of the news for any given day? That is what I will be more focused on, Ola, not those that we already know. And at their best, we have seen each of them on what they can do. But like I said, whether it's Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, or Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the game is getting more interesting.
So by any chance, are you talking about Anita? Is that the name of the person? Anita Zugwai Chukwu with YPP?
No, I'm talking of the candidate of the Nigerian Rescue Party.
Nigerian Rescue Party. Because I'm looking at another person on NDP. There's a few of them already. There's another one, NRM presidential candidate. Okay. It's a few of them out there.
There is another one, Akin Ayeju, that dropped the 12 million naira to pick a lady, and there was robbed of the opportunity by the grab it all men who called, the chairman of one party like that, and then they skinned her out and made the road so rough for her. Having to shuttle between master's program at Cambridge or whatever, and that race in Nigeria. You know what it means to come up with 12 million as against 20 million dropped by this so-called party chairman, and the party chairman skinned her out and was even reeling out some disciplinary measures. Who does that? As if you are being invited to the principal's office in a political party.
Well,
is either political parties stand out as purveyors of liberty, or they just want to continue to project this thing as instrument of subjugation? I think Nigerians need a better mentality on how to manage these things, so that we can be seen as people that are serious about democracy.
Okay. Well, the person you're speaking of, I think, is actress Esther Okereke.
Yes, that is the candidate, Esther Okereke. That is the candidate. Yes, because I saw them developing a program around the vision of Esther and how she can be the hope for Nigeria, just as a Jewish lady. Esther also was an instrument of redemption for the Jewish people in the diaspora. Well, good luck to any of them without Jonathan in it, but it will be interesting if Jonathan comes into the fray. But I will caution him that some people, they're trying to rubbish him. You know, the crowd is mad. It's mad already. If he can be far from that, it will be something interesting to know. But my take is not the same as that of Nyesom Wike, the Bragadacio, who still being who he is, was talking as if he knows it all today.
Speaking of Nyesom Wike, we're about to get into some Nyesom Wike, sir.
Thank you very much.
Let's hold your thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Marriott. Marriott, I see you in the chat. I see Lydia, Bruce in the chat. All right, so let's move on. We have some other trendy stories around the block. We'll be right back. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications.